What is going on YouTube? Hayden Schreier making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we have a ton of important stuff to discuss, and I mean a ton of stuff to go over in today's video. I have a ton of different information, articles, events taking place that I wanted to share with you guys. Normally, we talk about Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XLM. We are going to continue to talk about that, but for today's episode, I do want to discuss with you guys the XRP Swell event. I feel like not only have I been seeing a ton of comments in regards to my opinion on it, but I've been seeing a lot of publicity in regards to it, and I wanted to discuss with you guys a little bit more as to what that is. We'll also be discussing, as we know, the Litecoin charts, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XLM, the coin market cap really quickly, shorting Bitcoin, as well as the Swell event that is taking place. As you guys know, we do give giveaways on the channel every single Friday, and as you guys know, today is Friday, which means we'll be doing a random comment picker. So what I did is I picked a random video from this week's videos, which I told you guys to comment on, and I will be clicking get YouTube comments, and then we'll be picking the raffle. So there's 56 people in this video that commented, and we're about to click start the random raffle. Whoever wins this raffle will be getting $25. Just make sure to comment down below your BTC address or send me an email if you want to keep it more private. So we have right here Jerry Fields, great content. Hopefully we see rally above 10K soon. Done. So Jerry Fields, make sure to just send me an email or leave a comment down below with your Bitcoin address and I will send you over that. And remember guys, we do these giveaways every single Friday. All you have to do is make sure to comment on the video, like today's video down below, to make sure you get entered in the raffle that we will be doing next Friday. So make sure to comment down below. Otherwise, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, and let's jump into today's episode. So as you guys know, really quick, I did say that we will be discussing this whole Swell XRP event. I know a lot of major news is coming out in regards to whether or not this coin is going to blast off to major levels or is going to retrace down to extremely low levels. Well, I pulled up and did some research prior to discussing this and explaining this with you guys that I wanted to share with you in regards to charting XRP, as well as, you know, Reddit forums, things like that I want to share with you guys. So for those of you who come to the channel for specifically Litecoin, Bitcoin, and Ethereum, we will be doing that too. It's just later in today's episode. But for right now, we're going to be discussing Ripple. As you guys know, Ripple Swell is coming up November 7th, November 8th. That's literally 6 days from now, as today is November 1st. It is happening in Singapore. Swell is an event for people within Ripple, I guess, hosting a major event. So Swell, hosted by Ripple, brings together the world's most trusted voices across financial services, payments, technology, and policy to share the reality of what's unfolding in global payment today and why it matters. As we know, they have keynote speakers from all over, as well as their agenda from pretty much the events, the meetings, things like that. It's a pretty big event. As we know, XRP has a ton of money. The fact that they're hosting this in Singapore, Singapore is absolutely beautiful. So pretty awesome at that as well. I'm surprised. I want to see if a lot of YouTubers head over there too. But in regards to where we are going to go, we will be looking at the technical analysis aspect of XRP in regards to higher prices, retracement. XRP has the potential to break out. We know that Swell is in 6 days on the 7th and the 8th. So that actually falls right here. I want to show you how close this is. It is literally right here in regards to where the price is right now. Notice how close we are. That's literally just a couple of days away and a slight movement over. A lot of people are anticipating a major break to the upside, but I wanted to share with you guys my opinion on this. As you guys notice, I could just jump to the 4 hour, then we'll zoom out. You'll notice what's happening right now. Obviously, there's a major ascending triangle happening. A major uptrend right here, major resistance at the top, clear as day, clear uptrend. Not only that, but we're getting lifted by the high-low MMA. And you'll notice this is quite interesting. This could be a bullish divergence. For those of you that don't know what a bullish divergence is, it's when we see the price move up like this, or actually this could be a bearish divergence. I want to actually make sure that's correct. The price moves up as the RSI moves down. That's quite interesting. Let's search that really quick. Bearish divergence, just to share that with you guys, whether or not that makes sense. So here is what I wanted to discuss with you. This is quite important. This is not necessarily a good thing. This is pretty nerve-wracking. This is a bearish divergence. Bearish divergence is when the RSI trends lower while the prices trend higher, which is bearish. It's a warning to investors not to buy the dip. This is, huge for you guys. This is something very important and critical. As we know, Swell is coming up right around the corner. Be prepared to see a retracement. We're seeing prices move up as the RSI moves down. This is a huge signal for a bearish divergence, so be aware of this, that there's a very good chance we're going to see us break downwards. Not only that, be aware that this RSI that we're hitting is not only coming into contact with a major high-low MMA, you can see right here, the middle moving averages, but you'll also see that this is a major resistance that literally XRP has not been able to break for quite some time now, and we are finally hitting this as a resistance right now. There's a good chance we're going to be breaking downwards due to the fact that there is this bearish divergence forming. So keep in mind that this is a bearish signal. This is a reversal. This is a retracement lower. So I don't want to surprise anybody. I don't want to scare anybody, but there may be a big move to the downside coming when XRP Swell gets closer. I wanted to share that with you guys. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Obviously, the rumor's coming, so we're seeing this come up. And when the news hits, we may see that retracement lower as people sell off. So keep that into consideration when deciding to invest into XRP in the next upcoming days. Now, moving on to other cryptocurrencies, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum. For those of you who are, who've been subscribed to the channel, who want to see more about this, understand that this is quite the interesting thing. I want to start off with Bitcoin right now. So I've been seeing on quite a few channels a somewhat more of an ascending or descending triangle. They're taking these lines, and I'll draw it in yellow just so we see a difference here, and they're drawing this pattern right here. This is the pattern they're drawing. And you'll notice that, yeah, this kind of interacts. You can see the descending triangle forming right here, the bottom support, the top resistance. And you can see we're pretty much getting close to breaking out of here. This almost this could have been called the breakout right now. But I want to stray away from that. I don't think that's as accurate as what we're seeing. Now, if you guys recall and have been subscribed to the channel, and I highly recommend you do so, you would know that we've been seeing major bearish fractals forming, where we set higher lows and we set lower highs, and we ultimately keep moving downwards. Notice that's the same thing that's happening right here. We're setting higher lows or lower lows, we're setting lower lows, and we're setting lower highs right here. Sorry, it's like a tongue twister, but we're setting lower highs and we're setting lower lows, and we're continuously moving downwards. You'll notice this once again is now opening up the same picture as a bearish fractal that we've been seeing in the past. This is now the fourth confirmation of a bearish fractal, immediately following resistance and immediately retracing lower. Now, one would expect, if you watched my previous videos, that we're probably going to see that breakout a little bit downwards over here. Notice that each time we do this, the fractal gets bigger and bigger, so there's a good chance that this is going to be lower and lower, more extended than the previous one. So you can see how immediately this is a resistance and this is a downwards trend right here. So is this a downwards trend? This is a reason to short the Bitcoin, mainly because we're seeing the downtrend happen and we're seeing this downtrend happen. It keeps happening every single time. So there's a good chance, a betting chance, that I'm going to expect to see the prices fall. $8,600, we could even see $8,000. That's a really bearish signal, but a immediate retracement is what I'm anticipating. Now, for those of you that don't know, I've gotten involved in shorting Bitcoin. Obviously, there is some risk when using leverage trades, but DueDEX is an account that I'm really starting to like, and I think you guys should take advantage of this too. It's the first link in the description, guys. This allows you to short Bitcoin. As you can see, I have a trade opened right now. It's leveraged twice. It's 2 times the original price. I put $400 in, and I have a leverage quantity of $800 in the account, which gives me a value. You can see right here my order margin. This is the return on investment. I have a 10% gain right now, and this is the amount exactly that I will be earning back when I do decide to close this position that I have open right now. But I am anticipating a bigger, bounce to the downside. Now, people are, you can speculate that this could be a bear flag or a pennant, not more of a bear flag right here, or a bull flag for that matter, and we could anticipate this to break upwards. I'm more so riding on the fact that this may break lower. I mean, people can easily see that this is somewhat of a bull flag, kind of like that. I mean, we can even research that bull flag crypto and see if there's any comparison that we can get out of this. I'm not seeing it as much. You can see right here, we're not seeing much of that bull flag. I mean, that is that flagpole that we're seeing right here, but the prices are consolidating. I really am anticipating retracement. Notice that every single time in the past when we had that major explosion upwards, you can draw a resistance. Like, you can draw a bull flag on all of these. Like, you can see that this you can consider to be a bull flag. Like this can be drawn. We can draw this here. You know, they all have their own sort of flag that tend to break bearish at the bottom. So that's why I'm not considering this to be a flag itself, and more of this downwards fractal as we head lower. Now, moving on to Litecoin and the other cryptos, I am anticipating retracement. I expected consolidation on this line from Litecoin too. And you can see we're pretty much flatlined out, getting retested on the MACD. There's a good chance we're most likely going to be doing the same thing with Bitcoin, hitting here and falling lower. Because as we know within Litecoin, we're in a major bearish fractal right here. You can see how beautiful and obvious this is right here. Let me get this extended for you. So you can see we're headed up at the top here. So this is a good coin to short as well. Fortunately, DueDEX is only Bitcoin at the moment. They're planning on adding a couple other cryptos. I was told to keep secret, but for right now, this bearish movement right here, and we're hitting the top similar to where we've had in the past, there's a really good chance we're going to see that reversal downwards and a pull to the downside fairly soon. That's what I'm anticipating to see within Litecoin. Bitcoin, the same pattern is happening. Ethereum, we're kind of flatlined out right here on the 50 RSI. It's like hit or miss that we could either break bullish or bearish. And more specifically, I wanted to share the information on XLM exploding in price, currently hitting the high-low MMA, or broke above the high-low MMA, hitting like sort of a resistance at the RSI here. You can see when we use the Fibonacci, that's not the Fibonacci. When we use this Fibonacci right here, Fibonacci retracement, you'll notice what it is that I was referring to. This is that zone that I was referring to from the breakout point right here. You'll notice right from this green to yellow, this is more of that resistance. This is more of the sell-off zone. Anything higher becomes extremely risky. Wasn't anticipating this to break up. I kind of forgot about looking at this. You can see there was a double bottom though on the RSI, which is a good indicator. And we did see that retestment of the MACD and we broke bullish. So I think it's a little late to get involved with this crypto, but I do think it is very early to be shorting Bitcoin. Like I said, it is the first link in the description. Also, pay close attention to this bearish divergence happening right now on XRP. I think that is extremely important for you guys to be paying attention to, and don't forget about that, because that may be fairly costly. Otherwise, that is going to sum up today's episode, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up. Make sure to comment on today's video if you want to get entered into the giveaway. Like I said, who was the winner? Jerry Fields. Make sure to comment down below, and so I can send you the Bitcoin, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.